So, looks like this is it, huh? I'll be honest, this is something that I suppose I kind of expected to see, but at the same time, actually seeing it happen is pretty surprising. Genius by Shoujo, and I believe by extension, all the entire company of Genius Inc. have officially announced their closure at the end of June of 2025, which is not on my bingo card, but I honestly didn't have a bingo card for this year. It's kind of been a pretty uneventful year. I mean, it's been cool and fun and interesting, but at the same time, it's been alright. Well, I'm not gonna sit here and pretend that I was Genius fan I once was. I mean, I still like their games. I just kind of grew out of the my Genius phase, which is kind of interesting. I first discovered them in 2021, and I used to play the hell out of all their games. I don't know what it was, but yeah, I just played the hell out of them, especially when they were still able to be hacked. So I could all get all the premium choices. But even I used to play without the premium choices, which I've mentioned before. I didn't mind not having the premium choices. I just like the stories, and I would play like that. But still, as a matter of fact, I actually think I started the It's All Good Man channel just right after my Prime Genius phase was over, or was ending at least. Like, let me put it this way: before I made my channel, I would play every Genius after every Genius. I would finish one and go after the other. When I actually started the channel, as evidenced by my very first video about Genius Slander, I had played a couple. I was familiar with a couple of their games, so it was I already had my knowledge about the games because I had played a lot. But after that, I continued playing, obviously, especially games like Oh We'll Meet Once More, the new Death Game Royale, the new ones that were coming out, and all that, the second seasons. So I definitely continued playing, but it was towards the end of my Prime Genius run. And halfway through the channel's life, I kind of put the whole Genius stuff aside because I got busier and I started doing other things. And I say like towards the end when I took my first big death or break or whatever, at that point I was just like completely out of it, and I didn't really play any Genius games anymore, at least not frequently. As a matter of fact, from my very first break until this very moment, I think I probably only touched three Genius games. I might have finished only one in total since then. Probably four and only finished one. That's the stat currently. So you can tell, like, compared to my prime, I used to finish like 5 games in. I don't know how long it took me, but the lack of Ruby grinding definitely helped me finish a lot of more games. But yeah, basically, I haven't really been keeping up with Genius or anything Genius related for a while. So I mean, this does come at a surprise, but I think it came out as a surprise to everyone, or well, not everyone. I suppose I don't know how popular and how well off Genius were doing while continuing to making these games. I don't know if essentially it did take me by surprise how I was just exploring around, and when I decided to check back on Genius, I just saw everyone freaking out because Genius was essentially ending their services and no more Genius. I mean, they supposedly kind of rebranding their whole company, but essentially Genius Inc. as we know it will cease to exist, kind of. I'm not sure what their plans are when it comes to their current games. I have my fingers crossed that I have been able. I've mentioned this before. I have been able to play older Genius games before, even though they're like delisted. I don't know if there will be an issue if they stop ending their servers because there's this thing that their games, I believe, require an internet connection all the time. So I don't know if that's gonna affect the playability in the future once the service ends. I'm crossing my fingers. I don't want any of the Genius games to go to limbo and disappear forever. If anything, I hope that we can just keep up with the APKs, and as long as we have an Android device and we can download the APKs, we can just install them into our systems and play the game. Listen, I'm a big supporter and enforcer of game preservation, even if it's through piracy. I believe that if a game is no longer sold or available in a proper manner, that it's completely okay to just go out there and try to get it by any means necessary, because it is what it is. Is one thing I hate the most more than anything is media that gets lost forever and never to be accessible again. So hopefully I'm praying that the Genius game survive. Especially because with all this news, for some reason now of all times, I'm kind of getting that itch to kind of play another Genius game and get back into maybe not in my prime. I'm definitely not gonna go back to my prime because not only has my interest kind of diminished in this type of media, let's say, but mainly because I don't have as much time. One of the reasons I really got into these Genius games it was because still like towards the late of quarantine, we didn't have nothing to do, so that's when I got into it. But I mean, I wouldn't mind continuing playing a Genius game from time to time, especially because playing a Genius game, reading a Genius story is more to me like it was like reading a manga or even almost like an anime with the soundtracks, the sound effects, and the silly little animations they did with the sprites and that sort of stuff kind of makes it feel like an anime. So it is enjoyable to read them. I do like the stories. And I'm kind of getting the itch to read one, and I probably should hurry up because I mean they're gonna end soon, so I gotta take care of it and play as much as I can just in case things disappear by the end of the month. But there's not much left for me to say other than it's been a good ride. It's been fun. I enjoyed the Genius time, but at this point we can't really do nothing. The company, everyone has decided to pack it up and just say goodbye to Genius as a whole. And I wish them good luck on their future. And I feel like I'm firing them. From what I saw, I think the future plans for these the people from Genius is probably still gonna be around the visual novel and interactive stories. So I mean, I do like this genre of entertainment of video games. I love visual novels. I absolutely love games like Danganronpa. I love Ace Attorney. I love the Genius games. Obviously, I haven't really. I, don't, I mean, like I said, I mainly play Genius games because I find the interest in the stories. I don't mind the romance aspect. It's fun, but it makes me feel like a loser. Which I am, but come on, come on. Well, it's been fun. I definitely didn't expect to still. I mean, I'm not active in the channel. It's all good, man. But I haven't fully abandoned it. I haven't really just given up. Like the point when I really abandoned it was it's gonna be the moment when I fully stop uploading into this channel, and I'm not quite at that point yet. I have a few more things to upload. Mainly the tier list, which I'll get back to working. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't been working on it. I have been checking it a couple. Started picking it up back again, and I'm glad to say at least it's still there. It's still working. I haven't had any corruptions with the files or anything like that. Yeah, it'll be a long video. I'll just cut it up and chop it up fully, and just. I mean, the whole splitting between parts was mainly to kind of like slowly start working on it and just continue feeding in to the different parts. But that I kind of gave up on that the moment I stopped working on it. So yeah, the final video is just gonna be the full thing. That's probably gonna be I don't know. So the full recording was about 8 hours. I'm shooting I'm expecting it to be like half of that at about 4 hours, hopefully shorter, because I mean, not only do I have to cut up all that, but then I have to rewatch it to make sure there's no mistakes or anything silly going on. So please be sure. It's been about right, fellas. I mean, I don't know how everyone's taking it. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people that are really sad and disappointed that not only that Genius is gonna pretty much gonna disappear and no more games, but the fact that their old games could possibly stop existing, which is unfortunate. Like I said, I keep praying, crossing my fingers that all Genius games will be okay, and we'll see what happens. But this is it for Genius Sync, Genius by Shoujo. I don't know if Genius. I think Genius Otome is also might disappear. Well, I suppose it's time to just say goodbye to Genius. What's your Genius favorite Genius game? Mine. I mean, have I not talked enough about that game? It is still my favorite Genius. I haven't played much since like I said, I haven't play much in a while, so it's not like it's gonna change anything. Well, I imagine huge favorite is gonna be We'll Meet Once More and all those. I mean, we had good times. We had good times with all these stories, but this is where it all ends. So I mean, it's been really fun. Genius games accompany me a lot, especially like I said when I first discovered them back in 21, 22, and early 23, like around that time when I made the channel, which is just silly. I just kind of said I'm gonna make the Slender template was really popular. Everyone was making memes about it, so I just said I'll make one with this niche video games that no one plays. And here we are at the end of the whole Genius saga. But other than that, this is just I suppose a final love letter to a final goodbye to everything Genius. It was fun. It was really entertaining. And listen, I'm gonna check back in the future to see if the games are still available, and if they are, I'll play them again because they're really fun. And I'll try out the new ones that with the topics that interest me. Like if there's like a thematic that I do like, I'll check it out. Especially if I'm bored, if I got time, and if because like I said, these games are fun. The only thing that I will say is that we already got Genius closing services before Spellbound 2, before Death Game Requiem, Death Game HD, and all that, which is unbelievable, unacceptable even. You wanna know a secret? You wanna know a secret? You know what? I sent a letter to Genius. I sent a letter to Kaneko and I told him, hey brother, it's either a Spellbound 2 or pack it up, bucko. Guess what he chose? Unbelievable. Alright, but other than Genius closing, I'll have to get working on that tier list because I want to finish it eventually. And that'll probably be the end of this channel as well. Because I mean, if Genius is cooked, it's over, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Could I just keep making jokes about the old games and just until insanity and until I go insane because there was never a Spellbound 2 and Genius is closing forever? I don't know, but hey, that tier list has to be done. I mean, there's not a lot left when it comes to Genius YouTube. I don't know what happened to everyone. Everyone kind of just moved on. I didn't know a lot of people in the because this community is really small. But then, come on, even Will the last person that thought would pack it up before the end of Genius, he kind of packed it up like a couple months ago and never saw him again. I did kind of pack it up as well, but I haven't given up on my channel. Okay, I haven't given up on my channel. I still wanna make that tier list, finish it and put it on the channel. Then I'll probably give up because what else is left to do? You know, it's kind of funny because I did have like a bunch of projects that I thought of I could make with Genius, but then I kind of just gave up. And then the fact that these tier lists took so long to make just kind of made the other projects impossible. I wanted to make an iceberg one day about Genius by Shoujo, but I don't think not only do I not have enough, I have decent knowledge of Genius, and I could make like a half-baked iceberg. I couldn't finish it. I don't have enough knowledge to do it, so but I don't know if that'll ever happen. I need to finish this tier list first before anything. And that was Genius by Shoujo. I mean, this is it. We'll see it again. No, we're not. We're not. We can only hope. Maybe they still like reference and maybe even rebrand their older games with their new studio. But yeah, Genius House, we know it's all over. It was fun, and it's time to say goodbye to it. So thank you, Genius, and don't be sad because it's over, just smile because it happened, I suppose. Alright, I'm gonna go make that tier list. For reals.